is Ifechukwudeni. Good evening and glad to see you in 2025. Usually I always have Olisa Duolumel. So it's good that I have a female this time around.
I'm glad to be
Hi,
here.
Denny.
Yeah, it's a new year.
I know, right? So, Lagos, you get to also share your thoughts. Maybe you share your budgeting tips as well. Well, always here to listen and share those interesting insights. So, I'm just going to ask, right, when it comes to budgeting, and for the benefit of those who don't know why it is important, why in 2025 should we be having a budget if they don't know yet? Maybe some people living on the rock, or they're unsure why they should be budgeting. I know that, yes, we have a lot of expenses we get to do, but can you just break it down? What exactly is a budget and why should we have one?
Simply put, a budget is how you plan your income. It's how you plan your income and your expenses. So you know that you make XYZ amount of money. How are you going to plan this money? What percentage of this money is supposed to be allocated to this and to that, so that you can, best maximize it, so you can enjoy your money and also plan for the future, because it's not enough to, plan your budget for just today. How about for tomorrow as well? So that's why a budget is important. That's what a budget is. How you allocate your funds, your income, right. And it's important so that you can, adjust for the future, plan for the future.
I like the fact that you said we can always adjust, because if it's one thing, certain individuals just think, oh, okay, it's a one-stop shop. There's nothing you can do about it. If that's what it is, it is. And there's certain people that way, they're just straightforward. There's no turning left or turning right. All they see is green, and all they do is go.
Yeah, that's possible. It's possible. It's not, always the best, because things will always happen. You cannot foresee the future.
Right.
You don't know that tomorrow one legal driver is going to hit your car and remove your bumper. So you will need to adjust your budget. If that happens, oh my God, I need to take a little money from here, cut this out, and use it to repair my bumper. Except, of course, you're okay driving without a bumper.
No, there are fines you will pay. Let me just clear you. So unless you have extra money somewhere, well, you shouldn't be doing that. But what are some of the best strategies when it comes to budgeting? How can we go about it?
I think the first thing to do is, when trying to budget, is to account for your needs, your actual needs. So not that I want to buy this new crop top. Your actual needs, like your transportation,
right?
Your rent. You can't be buying a new wristwatch when you don't have a house to sleep under. So budget for your actual needs first. That will usually be like 50%. So you can use the 50, 30, 20 rule.
Okay.
Which will be 50% to your actual needs.
Okay.
Your day-to-day life, feeding and the likes. 30% to maybe things that you want. Okay. And 20% to your savings, investments, and whatnot.
Right.
So although I started from the largest 50, 30, 20, it's usually best to take out that 20% first, because you'll be surprised that your wants and need will consume that extra 20% and you won't know where it has gone to. So it's usually best to take out that 20 first. If you know that, okay, it's 20, 25%, I want to budget for savings and investment, take it out first. Okay. And then, plan the remaining. What's what you need.
I like how you just, changed the mindset. Normally, everybody is saying, oh, okay, you have the 50, 30, 20. First, just do your 50, then do your 30, then 20. But I like the fact that you're saying, remove the 20 first, because anything can happen.
Yeah.
But once you have removed that, you already know that that's aside. However else you want to manage the remainder is now up to you. And then you'll be more prudent, I guess.
Exactly.
As opposed to going overboard.
So imagine that extra 20%, or let's just put it in a figure, 20,000 naira is still there. That's when you start thinking,
I've not had ice cream in a bit.
Exactly.
There's pizza just staring at me. And they're doing a discount.
Yes. That discount has actually happened to me just a few weeks ago. On a beautiful Monday like this too. So yes.
So you see why it is always important to just remove that aside so you don't get caught up in the spending spree, and then you'll be asking yourself, where did the money go? You know where it went. You touched it and it didn't save anything. Anyways, now let's even talk about technology and the use of digital tools. I know that there are several, but how can one take advantage of that?
Well, that's a very good question. So, we're in the 21st century. The everything is getting more and more digital, more tech savvy.
Right.
There's AI now. There's this. There's so many things.
There are different forms of AI. All you need to know is how to use it.
Exactly. So, the go-to for old souls like ourselves will always be Excel.
Okay.
That's a spreadsheet to, just plan your expenses and your savings. But it's not enough to just plan. How are you going to execute these plans? And I think that's where technology comes into play.
Okay.
Technology and finance comes into play. So that's where you can plan, okay, this money that I'm not using right now or that I want to save, where do I put it? Where can I see it? How can I utilize it? And you have the likes of money market funds. They are very accessible.
Okay.
You can always put in your funds, look at your funds growing day by day. Technology allows us to do that. In those days, maybe you have to wait for a month end to see your report. But now, a lot of the
apps, they come up with all that already.
Exactly. So you can put in your money. If you're so skeptical and worried about it, you literally watch it grow every day.
Which is an up for technology. But now let's even come to budgeting for the entrepreneurs and for those who are like freelancers, irregular income earners. What is the best methods for them, seeing the interesting times that we live in? Because 1 minute it looks like, okay, so I can get a remote job, and I think I am covered. And the next minute it looks like, the remote job is not even remote anymore. So please walk us through.
So that's the been there, done that situation. So
okay.
As a freelancer, you may hit it big this month, and then next month it's not like it's so poor, but it's not the same exactly. Some months there are highs and lows. It's like valleys and mountains.
Right.
So the most important thing is for you to have a baseline.
Okay.
Knowing that this is whatever I earn, this is what I'm saving out of it. This is what I'm investing out of it. So you know that. Let me even talk about budgeting first. This is what I'm using for this. So you know that if let's say last month you earned 200 and this month you're earning say 100 only, you know that out of 200, this percentage is going to go for my house rent.
Right.
This percentage, I'm going to save it. I'm going to put it aside after money market fund.
Okay.
So it's always important to first have a baseline.
Okay.
And you can also draw out your baseline by determining your average income month on month. So whatever happens, what's the list? What's the average that I can get, and use that to start planning and budgeting? Because if you're always just expecting, okay, this is going to, you're going to be disappointed. One, and you're not even going to have the bandwidth to actually plan, you'll be taken by surprise. So just don't be taken by surprise. Set a baseline.
So that you can
determine
always-
your average, and you can go from there. You can always build from there.
Okay, Cisco wants to find out, is investing in real estate not a good way of saving?
Investing in real estate.
Right. Is it the right way to go, or should one still be looking at it and adding other things to it, or real estate is the only way?
Thank you very much for that question. So, I can't say that real estate is the only way. I don't think real estate is the only way. There are so many things to, think about if you want to go into real estate. If you're just starting out, savings and investment, it may not be the best because, when we as young people first start, it's possible that
we're thinking of how we want to get a house first, or get a car.
So it's even possible that needs will rise.
Right.
So
right.
if you've tied up your money in real estate, it's not such a very liquid asset. You find that, when you're in need of money, you know that you have this land that costs one big money, how many millions.
But it's not something you can sell off of.
Exactly, except you plan to make a loss. So it's always better to put balance your money, put it in, places that you can have access to it reasonably. Not every 2 working days you go and pull out of it.
Oh my goodness. Then it says 2 market. Oh my. No, who's going to be doing that and asking you every other day, please waste my money, can I get my money back?
Exactly.
Then why make the investments in the first place? But I see, I get what you mean. If you're not comfortable with the risks, then
Exactly, yeah.
you shouldn't be putting your hands in there. All right, let's quickly wrap this up. So I know that you've spoken about the Mansard investments, the investments and how it is effective, but how can people achieve saving, budgeting, and all round financial goals using that?
So the Mansard Money Market Fund, as well, it's called a fund, which will mean that you pull your money together for to take advantage of investments that you may not necessarily have access to with limited funds.
Okay.
So the good thing about it, as I said, you can literally watch your money grow. You have access to the apps and the website where you can look at your earnings day on day. Right? Again, for new investors or even businesses and entrepreneurs, it's possible that you're going to have needs. You're going to need even the money that you plan to save. So the money market funds gives you that access to liquidity. You know that you can literally just use that as a savings account. Just, earning a percentage on it. So if you put your money today, it's earning something. If in 1 week, 2 months, 3 months, 10 months, a need comes up, you've earned on that money while it was there.
So
you can draw out of it. You can always also top up. You don't have to wait to have one 10 million, 50 million
before we cash out.
Yeah, you can literally start with as low as 2,000. If it's 2,000 you want to start with, put in 2,000 every day
and see how it grows.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
it's not about having 10 million one place and then thinking that that's how we'll blow.
One of the best things about that you can do for yourself when you're starting to save and to invest is to literally start at where you are. Don't say, oh, I'm waiting until I see this money. Let me just, I just blow today and I'll do this. Nah, you don't need to do that. You can literally just start at where you are. Because if you're waiting, you may never get there.
And those are wise words indeed. So I want to say a very big thank you for all this insight, because for 2025, you should be making proper investments and making the right ones. It's not just about budgeting, but doing it right as well. And I want to say a very big thank you to you, Ifechukwudeni. You too. You see, In my head. In my head. But anyways. It just happens sometimes. But Lagos, indeed, it's been an insightful session today. I trust that you have gotten insight. However, to learn more about the AXA Mansard investment plans, what you can do is reach out to them on their website, www.axamansard.com, or call toll-free 0700 AXA Mansard. Social media platforms are also available. That is on Facebook, X, or Twitter, as well as LinkedIn. It is at AXA Mansard. However, if you want to reach out to them on Instagram, it is at AXA Mansard _. And with that, Lagos, we hope that you will be making the right investments and putting your monies where it is important and where we'll make good, productive savings for you. But catch you up on the other side, where it'll be a lot more interesting with not just talk, but music as well.
AXA Mansard Safe Cruise. Brought to you by AXA Mansard Insurance PLC. AXA, know you can.